Good evening. The topic I'd like to discuss tonight would be, can attachment theory explain abusive romantic relationships? First, I'd like to talk a little bit about the attachment styles and how they relate to adults. The secure attachment, we know, would be defined as when the primary caregiver in the infant stage is consistently attuned to the child and tends to their needs. As an adult, the person finds it easier to get close to others, and they're happy and friendly and trusting in their relationships. When problems arise, the person is able to discuss and work through the And with the avoidant style, attachment style, the caregiver was, in the infant stage, the caregiver was preoccupied or indifferent or absent, and the child learned quickly to fend for themselves and not to rely too much on others, that others will be there for them. And as adults, these the ones who have the avoidant attachment style have difficulty forming close relationships. They have fear of intimacy or trust issues, and they find it difficult to depend on anyone, including their partner. When problems arise in the relationship, they cope by distancing themselves. The anxious, ambivalent attachment style had caregivers that were inconsistent in giving attention to the child. When they were there, sometimes and sometimes not. The child would become anxious because they would not know what to expect. And that inconsistency led them to be unsure and always never wanting the adult to leave. As an adult, they seek relationships but worry that others will not reciprocate or stay with them. They tend to feel like they will be rejected. They obsess in relationships, they get jealous easily, and they have constant fear of abandonment. And usually their coping strategy is rumination. So the question is, can attachment theory explain abusive romantic relationships? I believe yes. McLinser and colleagues in 2002 argued that individuals bring particular attachment-related tendencies to a relationship, such as expectations, interaction goals, strategies for affect, regulation, etc. But the combination of both partners' tendencies result in a self-regulating couple system that is more than the sum of its parts. As I understand this, it takes two attachment styles to make a relationship, whether it's healthy or abusive. Allison et al. In 2005 uncovered one dynamic associated with the partner violence that could confirm the idea that attachment theory explains abusive romantic relationships. The study observed that partner violence was often part of a coherent strategy to regulate closeness, or to get closer. The two particular strategies that were used were pursuing, or like the anxious ambivalent style, and distancing, the avoidance style. The violence was present when the strategies were unfruitful in their attempt to bring closer or distance. Now, can that change? Well, Bowlby mentioned that to review the cognitive and action components of a system that has been automated and attempt to change it is laborious and often wearisome, and not always successful. Changing an overlearned action is tiring when the groove has already been dug or a path formed. In other words, it's difficult but not impossible. The styles are continuous, not categorical. They can be altered at any point in life due to varying changes, such as divorce or separation, or through positive influences, if the person is aware of their style and work at making a change. How you were raised and the attachment styles you develop as a child does not have to define your ways of relating to others. If you learn to know your attachment style, you can learn how you are sabotaging your relationship and work toward learning a healthier attachment style. Thank you, guys. Have a great evening.